So I says to her, "Doctor, that's not." Welcome to the Too Bad We Didn't Get Into Cars podcast. I'm Nick Scarpinato.
I am David Kabushi Cars.
This is Vanessa.
And this is a lovely Lamborghini
Nope.
Gallardo.
Gallardo.
Lamborghini Gallardo LP560-4.
Yeah, we're not sure how it's supposed to be called, but we don't know. We didn't get into cars. We don't know anything about cars, so don't ask us how to pronounce that car name. It is also a police car. Honestly, it's fine.
You ever seen a cop car that's a Lamborghini?
I hope not. Is that what the public's money is going towards? Just for cops to be able to stroll around in really nice, expensive sports cars? Nah, man. All that money should be going back to us so we can buy
Vinyls.
Yeah, dude. Vinyls are expensive.
I want to buy vinyls.
You never really... I don't remember you wanting to buy vinyls until very recently. Because I think
it is a very recent thing.
Well, because we had a conversation about... We've talked about before about how, like, neither of us really thought vinyls were essential to being a music fan. And then I got a record player over quarantine, and I started buying vinyls of, like, my favorite albums. But I don't use it. I don't really use it because the vinyl, like the record player that I got, very cheap. And it was like $100 from Best Buy, and it almost immediately out of the box, it started speeding up just ever so slightly. So all of the songs that I was listening to were like sharper in pitch than the regular song was supposed to be. So I stopped using it, but I have it in my room still, and I will play it every once in a while. Like when Taylor Hawkins passed, I played my There Is Nothing Left to Lose vinyl. Yeah, which I'm just gonna go grab. So you gotta talk to the people.
Yeah, I mean, I also only buy my favorite albums on vinyl, but I strictly have it to my favorite album of each band. So I buy one vinyl per artist. That way I don't bankrupt myself because they're hella expensive.
They're very expensive. There it is. This is the one. And this one is really cool because, okay, normally, as far as I know, that's fine. Normally, vinyl records come on like a single disc. There's like an A side and a B side. But this album with 12 songs has 2 discs, which is 4 sides. And the reason why is... from what I understand, the reason why is because they remastered these tracks specifically for vinyl, and the bigger the grooves on a vinyl record are, the higher fidelity the songs are, like the more clear they are, so the more sound they can contain, and also a lot of bass. So that's why it's really cool to put these on vinyl, because, like, you know, digital audio is going to be the same no matter what, and like it's going to be, you know, reformatted and compressed and everything and sent through all these different formats, and it's not going to be as like pure of a recording as like the original masters, but vinyl gets kind of close to that sound, to the original master sound. So that's why people like vinyl. I like vinyls because if I really like an artwork of like a specific album, I just consider it artwork and I hang it up in my room somewhere. But that's just me. But yeah, this wasn't my first vinyl. My first vinyl was for a band called the 1975, and I got their vinyl record as part of like a merch package from their website, only because I wanted a shirt that they had that was just like a cream, like a off yellow shirt, and in black text, big black text, it said, this is a limited edition, the 1975 t-shirt. And I saw them selling that, and I was like, that is hilarious. That's so funny. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but it was just like, yeah, instead of having to go around and tell people like, hey man, this is an exclusive shirt. I don't know if you know that, but you can't really get it. They just put it right on there. So like if you're gonna be pretentious about that kind of stuff, which I do, then it just says it right on the shirt. So I thought that was really fun. So that was my first record player and part of the first record and part of the reason why I bought a record player, because I couldn't get that shirt without getting the record, and all the other merch packages were sold out.
Yeah, first one I got was a band we talked about in episode 1, Explosions in the Sky.
Oh,
that was the first one I got, but it wasn't the album that made me want to start getting them. It was actually "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd.
Oh, why's that? Was there something special about the vinyl, or just like?
I guess the album. Like, I don't say this very often, but it's a masterpiece. So, and man, like from the first few minutes of that album, "Shine on You Crazy Diamond," if you know it, you know it. When that organ comes in, swelling in. And those 4 guitar notes, I think that would sound so good. Just like you sitting there listening to an album.
Yeah.
That one would be a really, really good one to
Yeah.
do too. I don't own it yet, but I plan on it. I just haven't found it.
I mean, as soon as you do, you got to bring it on the show, and we gotta
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I have like 10 vinyls, including the goddamn Tool Fear Inoculum monstrosity that is 7 discs. And some of the sides are blank. Like there's like one song on each
oh my god
disc, which is
because they're so long, right?
Yeah, but like one of them has like a 12-minute song on it.
Oh,
and it's like,
yeah, I think each side of a vinyl record can only hold up to like 30 minutes approximately.
Yeah, so they definitely could have probably put it on like 5 maybe.
Yeah, but it also depends on like how thick you want those grooves, like how much low end you want, because like vinyl records are expensive to make. Like it is a process. So like when you see that an artist is like putting music out on vinyl, it's really cool, especially if they're like a newer artist. Like when we went to go see Origami Angel, who we talked about in the 3rd episode, something like that. We both got the vinyl for Somewhere City, which is now on my list of favorite albums of all time. I love that album so much. So I was like, they didn't have the just regular CDs, like the compact discs, and we asked about them too. We were like, do you have any of the CDs? Yeah. CDs nuts.
Stop it. God, that's like the 3rd time this podcast.
Sorry.
Motherfucker with the CD nuts.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, but they didn't have the CDs.
That's the thing too, is like some albums, they only come on vinyl now.
Yeah.
Like that Dave Grohl Play thing, only on vinyl.
Yeah.
Explosions in the Sky, they had an EP called The Rescue that just got re-released, only on vinyl.
Gotcha.
So it's like,
at some point, like if you're a big enough music fan, you could always stream, and that's always a viable option. I would say it's the cheapest option.
Boo. Down with streaming. Boo. Boo, Wendy Testerberger. Boo.
I should. One of these days we'll talk about South Park. I mean, we might have to have like Vince on for that or something. Our buddy Vince is a huge South Park fan. Yeah. So I'm sure he has a lot to say about that, but not today.